it's likely come to your attention that the modern state of the world has made it difficult to have empathy for those brainless monkeys who inhabit the planet. Their idiocy has been bringing the planet to...
What are you doing up here? Who are you? Hey!
You know the code. Destroy all!
Humans take our first tentative steps into space. What tales will be told of that glorious day when we are first contacted by our brothers from beyond the stars?
Alright, what the heck was that? Oh, hey guys, SmaxNate2, and I'm coming at you from the alien invasion apocalypse thing. Don't know... And I figured that was the best time to come in here and talk about a game that's getting a remake. And by the time this video comes out, it'll be already out. But it's getting a remake. From here, it's going to be a couple weeks when I'm recording. But like, in real life, when the video comes out, it'll be out already. Well, that's pretty cool. So, yeah. To start off, again, we're talking about Destroy All Humans, if you weren't paying attention. The 2005 one. So, I just want to start by saying that for a game from 2005 that is lampooning the Red Scare, Cold War, like 50s, 60s era, it's got that the satire's pretty current, too good. Just had me like in pain. We're not going to get too far into that, because I don't feel like talking about controversial topics in this video. I'm here to talk about Destroy All Humans, the video game, and how the video game is. But I needed to mention that humor and satire, really good, still really current. I don't even, let's turn this light on. There we go. The gameplay still holds up overall. I'm, like... It's still fun. It's a bit clunky. Like I said, it's from 2005. It's a little old, but it still sort of holds us up for the most part pretty well. And I find that great. Like, it's real good. And I had a pretty fun time to it. Like, the progression is a little data. It's like, you do a couple missions, or you do a mission, and then it's like, collect such and such amount of DNA in order to move on. And that's a bit out of date, because, like, the way you get DNAs are some side missions you can do, or you can just like take the brains out of humans, or you can find these probes that are around. And you know, it's not hard to do. It's just sort of just like there to make the game longer, it feels, in a way. Like it's just there to pad out the playtime so you don't run through the missions real quick. Which, for the time, is just how things were. But in the here and now, it's still just kind of how things were. But it feels, it's one of the things that makes the game feel dated. There's only the one type of collectible, the probes, and each area has its own like set number. So I only collected all of the probes in like the first two areas, and then sort of decided I didn't want to do that. It wasn't really worth my time. I finished the game without even doing all the upgrades either. There were like the last like 3 upgrades I just didn't get because I didn't want to have to farm DNA to get them. Oh hey, it's getting dark up there. Like I said, I 100%ed the first 2 areas, but it took a walkthrough, and I just didn't want to deal with it for the rest of the areas because like there's not a way to track them in the world. You just have to find them by like wandering around, and the render distances aren't very far, and it's just sort of like I said, it's an older game. And so some of the stuff feels a bit dated on it, and that's fine. Like I said, it's just an old game. The story was fun, and it didn't take itself too seriously. It was very playful, tongue-in-cheek, and like I said, it was satire and also lampooning like the past, but also sort of bringing in more modern, like, edge, modern to the time, but like, yeah. The voice acting was pretty good, if repetitive. It featured the voice actor of Zim from Invader Zim. I think it's Richard Stephen Horvitz, I think is what his name is, as like the character Pox, who is like your overseer, and like it was all the voice acting is pretty good. It's a little campy, but it's like playing into that because it's trying to be like a 50s movie sort of thing.
Perhaps you're right, 137.
Course I'm right. You kidding me? A cryptosporidium captured by a bunch of monkeys? We gotta go in. We gotta crack some craniums. We gotta rescue me. Him. He's gotta rescue me. I mean, I gotta brains, man. When do I get to blow things up?
There's a lot of unlockable videos and stuff as well. Like, there's a lot of things to unlock. But I'm going to come back to that because I missed one of my bullets here. The humor isn't, like, stuck of that era. It's still, like, humor, stuff that you can laugh at today. It's not stuff that, like, is dated as well, like some games of the era might have fallen into. Like, one of the issues that people had with Doom Forever was its dated humor, because that game was, like, started development in, like, the early 2000s, and so, like, it kept a script that was, humor was stuck in a time period, and it's just sort of was dated then. But the Destroy All Humans humor is still, like, I wouldn't say timeless, but, like, it still is good. It's not something that, you know, ended up stuck in that past time period. Anyway, back to the unlockable videos. There's a lot of, like, behind the scenes and, like, concept videos and trailers and whatnot to unlock through just beating the story missions or collecting all of the collectibles, which, again, I didn't do. There was still a couple of the videos I didn't unlock, so I don't know what they all are. And it even includes 2 movies, which are Plan 9 from Outer Space and Teenagers from Outer Space. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure that's the whole movie, which is kind of cool, especially from that time period. And I mean, like, all that stuff is most likely available somewhere online today. But in that time period, these unlockables would have been really cool. And it's pretty cool to see, like, that sort of thing from back then. It's different from the unlockables in Star Wars Battlefront, the first one, in that, like, that game's unlockables were mostly just images and stuff like that, and it wasn't, like, as cool as, like, oh, this is a whole, like, making of documentary and stuff. Like, that stuff's cool, and again, still probably online. So, like, for a modern standpoint, it's not as enticing of a completion bonus, but back then, I feel like that would have been very, very cool. And I think that just brings me to my last point here, which is that the game is a very fun experience that holds up still. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the remake to even further modernize that, if they even, like, because it looks to be not just a straight remaster, it's a little bit of a remake. I mean, the assets are probably, you know, they're 15 years old, and whatnot. So I'm excited to see what that entails, and like I said, that game is out the week this video is out. It'll be already out when this video drops. So if you like what you see here, you can go check out the game, and I believe it'll have a demo as well. If you're really, and I was thinking about putting something in about the demo, but I don't want to have to wait that long to get the video done, so I'm doing it now. Anyway, like, I definitely recommend Destroy All Humans, and, you know, if the remaster remake is as good as the original, go get that one, because it's most likely going to be the definitive version. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and you can go down in the description and get all my links to all the places: Patreon, YouTube, that's where we are, Twitter, everywhere. Down in the description, do that. You can click one of the end cards that'll show up some point to go to another video that I've made, or a playlist, or whatever is there. Hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe to keep up with the stuff that I make around here. You know, just like the video, you do the comments, whatever you want to do, man. Do you. And, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye! Cut.
You beat me. I can't believe you actually beat me.
They never do. You know, you don't look so hot.
Majestic will never give up the struggle to resist you alien freaks.
Struggle's over, babe. Hurons won, humans zipperoonie.
You think you won? You think America is the only human civilization on Earth?
That's what all the Americans seem to think. Those ones I scanned.
Small little insect. There are 3 billion people on this planet. And everywhere there are humans, there is Majestic.
Sorry, Dollface. Without you, Majestic's just a bunch of dudes in crappy black suits.
Majestic. MJ. 12. The 12. All over. All over the world.
Attention, humans. I am Cryptosporidium of the planet Huron. This planet is now a territory of the Huron Empire. Resist this.